Yes, guys. Welcome back to another stream, late night stream. These late night streams are fucking goated, man. I can't even lie. So make sure you guys are smashing up the likes. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well if you're new. Quite a lot to talk about tonight, man. I want to get Potsy's views on the whole Savio situation, Rodrygo situation, Donnarumma. Obviously, he's buzzing at the moment as well. Eze will speak about that as well. So smash these likes up. Make sure you guys are subbed up to the channel. As well, Potsy's channel's in the title, man. But yeah, big up, bro. You must be buzzing, right? I can't lie, yeah. Like, even though I don't like Arsenal, yeah, like obviously your rivals at the moment in the league. I can't lie, I was low key like laughing big time yesterday, bro. Like, you know, Spurs are just like such a dusty club, man. That like at the same, I'm just like they piss everybody off. So when they got handed that L, I was laughing, man. I can't lie, bro. You must have been buzzing, innit?
Bro, unbelievable. And before we talk Arsenal or City, let's just mention them because this could only happen to Spurs, bro, innit? This could only happen to Tottenham Hotspur.
What was actually going on with them, bro? Like, how come it took them so long to do the deal? Like, you just come in there and done a deal within a day. What have they actually done?
Fuck no.
I don't actually know like the ins and outs because obviously I was involved. My club was involved. All I knew is that they didn't they have a here we go as well.
So they didn't have a here we go. They had a personal terms agreed.
Right.
And we both offered the same money. And we offered it better to Palace in terms of structured payments. So Tottenham are trying to do it on the cheap, innit, right? So they agreed personal terms. It sounded like we did the deal within like 2 hours, but that obviously wasn't the case. From what I understand, we had this wrapped up from the 10th of August, which was 12 days ago, was it? Something like that. So almost 2 weeks ago, we had this kind of wrapped up, right? But we kept it silent. We kept it quiet. Tottenham agreed personal terms with him also. And Palace decided to, I think what had happened was Levy was dicking around, bro. That's basically what was happening. Levy was dicking around. And then Berta come in and swooped in and said, fucking, we'll take him. Obviously, if both clubs are going for him, I don't think me or you are naive enough to know which club he'd go to. Now, I'm not blowing my own trumpet because you know what I'm like with Arsenal, right? But if I'm honest with you, there's only one club to pick out of Arsenal or Spurs, right?
Yeah.
He's obviously chosen Arsenal, and Spurs fans are absolutely mudded. Now, Spurs can blame who they want. You know, they know more about the club than I do, but Daniel Levy is just a joke, isn't he? Let's just be honest. The guy is just a joke, man. Yeah, I know he's done some good things at stadiums and he's got them to a final of the Champions League and the title challenge and all this stuff. But with the money that he's actually had to spend and the money that he's produced, you'd like to think that he's got some form of ambition to try and do something. But this, they've pretty much, agreed personal terms and had a here we go and got none of the players. How is that possible?
That's actually insane, isn't it?
That's actually really difficult to do. Like,
you know what it is though, bro? Because Levy, the problem with Levy is he's too did I not say this about the Savio deal last week? Didn't I say this about the Savio deal? The problem with Spurs, Potsy, is that when it comes to transfers, Levy needs to win. He sees transfers as a transfer battle. He sees it as a match.
Yep.
So sometimes City, and obviously sometimes Arsenal, you did it with the Rice deal. Sometimes City, Arsenal, Liverpool done it with it. Sometimes we just pay over the odds sometimes to get the deal done because that's in the best thing. But at the same time, Levy, the problem with him is that he sees every transfer as a transfer battle. So he has to win. Bro, we give them 55 million quid or something like that for Kyle Walker, right? At the time, we got absolutely roasted off everybody, bro, yeah? Everybody was saying we've overpaid. Daniel Levy, like, how fucked is this? Daniel Levy then was gutted. A year later, it come out, or 2 years later, it come out that Daniel Levy was gutted because he realised that he sold him too cheap. Bro, why is he still thinking about that, bro? He sold a player 2 years ago. But that's what it is with him because he's purely a businessman and he doesn't care about football. He sees everything as a battle. And that's what's fucked up because obviously with the Eze deal, he's probably been negotiating, trying to fucking screw Palace over to whatever he can get out of them. And he's gonna tighten it. So everything is in his favour. And then Arsenal just come in and went, bang, act like a proper club, pay the fucking cash, we'll give you a better terms. And now he's cooked because obviously, like you say, Eze's never picking Spurs over Arsenal. And that's the problem. And I was literally saying the exact same thing about this Levy guy, last week in it, chat. Yeah, I said it last week about Levy when it comes to the Savio deal. And I said one of the reasons why I don't think the Savio deal, is going to happen is because like City are going to ask for a lot of money. And what we're going to ask for is probably going to be overpriced. Now,
like 70, 80, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Now, I think City want like 67, 70 million pounds, right? Now that is overpriced for Savio. He's probably worth 55, 60 in the current market. Yeah, he's a good player, but he did only score 1 goal, right? In the Premier League. He's probably worth about 55, 60 based off his mad potential that he's got. Now, what they should do is go, right, we've got to overpay, but we're getting a mad player here, but let's just do it. But he won't do it, yeah? He probably, well, I don't know whether it's going to change now. I'll get your opinion on it in a second, but he probably won't do it because he won't want to pay extra because then City have won the battle and he's lost, even though he's got a mint player that's going to be mega for the next 10 years. Do you get what I'm saying? This is the problem that he's got, bro.
But the problem he's got is he's dicking around because there was rumours that he was trying to chuck Richarlison in the deal to get Eze. Right.
Exactly.
That's just embarrassing, isn't it? The guy's got a release clause, man. 68 million release clause. Just go and release it. And then if he agrees personal terms, this is the thing, right? If you want a player and the club says, I don't want to sell him, you look and you see a release clause. Once you agree personal terms, all you've got to do is release the clause. The club can't do nothing about it then because they've released the clause. So it's the easiest deal in the world when they've got a release clause attached. And he's still messed up. Do you want Richarlison? We'll give you 35 in Richarlison. Or do you want 40 in Richarlison? All this rubbish. Honestly, man, the guy is a lunatic. I mean, I'm so glad he is because I genuinely did believe he was going Spurs, bro. I really did. Like I thought.
Well, no one else was in for him.
No.
For me, what I think what they should have been doing is going, okay, Arsenal still need a player. Liverpool are interested in left wingers, and the guy's homegrown. Yeah, they should have just got it boxed off. But yeah, mate, that was too funny. Listen, lads, let me pull up the tweet, man, because I see you all talking in the chat. So get your cooking in now, so get it over and done with. Yes, Fabrizio mudded me online. So I tweeted this yesterday, chat. Yeah, do you know when chat? So you remember when Fabrizio deleted his post? I think we spoke about it last night. So Fabrizio put a post out. Akanji replied to the post and put, well, I don't know anything about this. And then he deleted it, right? So I thought that was pretty funny. So I put, Akanji, nah, funny guy, man. Guy cut Fabrizio, right? Obviously just a jokey tweet. Anyway, chat, I'm watching Coronation Street before, right? Just chilling, minding my own business. Next thing, I'm getting WhatsApp off everyone. Yeah. And then he's responded to me. Yeah, and then it was true. I said exactly that City agreed a £15 million deal with Galatasaray and they were going to send him a proposal in 24 hours. Exactly what happened. So he roasted me. I bare fucking DMs and shit. Yeah, this fucking guy as well. Hugh Murray cooking me. Yeah, it's a madness. But anyway, I did my bit, chat. Yeah, so you can't say I didn't do my bit, man. Yeah, I asked him for Yamal. I said, tell Viana to sign us Yamal. I know you're on the phone to me on the day list. So there you go. I got cooked off Fabrizio. I know you're talking about it.
I don't know what's worse, bro. Getting cooked by Fabrizio Romano or admitting that you watch Coronation Street. I don't know what's worse, bro.
Fucking Corey's fucking top class, mate. I can't even lie, bro.
Do you really? I hate soaps, man. I can't stand soaps. The only one we used to watch was with my ex years ago. It was Hollyoaks.
Oh yeah,
that was the only one, man. That was the only one because it was short. It was like, I think in total it was like 22 minutes or something. Yeah, you had to take the advert out of it. But yeah, man, Fabrizio.
You need to make more of those 2-minute, 20-minute little things. Do you remember In Between Us?
Yeah. It's class.
Bro, is there a better show to come back and watch after a night out?
It's the best.
You've got your scran, you've got your takeaway. Yeah, you need to watch them on TV. You can't start a movie because it's too long. 20-minute driller. Eat your scran. Bed. Sick, mate.
Totally agree, brother. Totally agree. I think it's one of the best things ever made. Like, years ago, you used to get like Fools and Horses, 40 Towers, Blackadder, Dad's Army. The list went on. There's nothing like that nowadays that's anywhere near as good, other than one, and it's In Between Us for me. Like, there might be a couple others like Friday Night Dinner, or some people might like XYZ, but for me, In Between Us was it's goated, man. Absolutely goated. So good, man.
It was.
But yeah, look, Fabrizio Romano, he's got quite a bit wrong, bruv, this summer. You know, there's a lot of them that are, Eze's going to join Spurs. But here we go to Morgan Gibbs-White. Not saying it was wrong, because obviously Marinakis did his bit. But there's been other couple of bits that people, and you know what I hate about some of these, right? I'm not shitting on it because it's their job, right? But I can't stand when you click on something and it's like Bomba. You think, okay, and it says X are still interested in buying an attacking midfielder. they will go all out for X if they see that there's an opportunity. I think this is not actually a bomber, is it? This is just like a loose rumor that they're looking at, and there's been a lot of that this summer, man.
Oh,
Really...
loads. Well, we'll come on to. I wanted to get your views on this whole sort of like Rodrigo shit and what's going on here, but
yeah, man,
like, bro, like that we've had this for the last week, the same crap being tweeted every single day. But yeah, what's your sort of thoughts on this Savio Rodrigo situation? Are you surprised? Do you rate Savio? Do you think City should be going for Rodrigo? Like, what are you saying, bro?
Yeah, I think Rodrigo should be going to Manchester City or Arsenal. I think, let me rephrase that. I think Arsenal and Man City should be going all out for Rodrigo. I think even with Eze, Arsenal still need an out-and-out left winger, and I'm not sure Eze is that. I love Eze as an attacking midfield option and someone who can come off the wing and be a kind of rotation with the likes of Odegaard and the likes of the hopefully new left winger that we bring in. But I will say, like, I think he chooses City over Arsenal because I think he looks at the last decade and says they're guaranteed to win trophies and there's still a question mark over us, right? But it doesn't mean that Arsenal shouldn't show ambition to go all out for him, does it? So I think that if our board say, oh, no, I think City will get him and pull out. Well, we went for Declan Rice and I thought he was going to go City and he ended up coming to us. So
yeah,
there's no, reason why we shouldn't be going all out for him as well, bro. But I don't know. Do you think he's genuinely going to, we'll come to Savio in a minute, but do you think Rodrigo is genuinely going to end up leaving Real Madrid or not? Because I don't know what's going on there.
I think he wants to leave. Bro, have you seen his minutes?
Shocking.
Bro, it's mad.
Like, bro, he's on the bench for like 7 games running or something, man.
Yeah, bro, he didn't even get on the pitch the other day. Was it yesterday, chat? I can't remember. I did a watch along for it. I did a watch along Real Madrid Osasuna, and I put Rodrigo in a thumbnail, and because I knew he wasn't starting, but I thought, he'll come on for the last 30 minutes. You know what I mean? Bro, didn't even get on the fucking pitch. Bro, he just sat down
93 minutes in 7 games.
93 minutes in 7. Oh, yo, big up Martin as well for the raid. 93 minutes since that is bad. Yeah, he didn't even get on the pitch. And they've obviously bought this new guy, Maston Suono, from River Plate. And bro, that he got put on ahead of Rodrigo. So, Alonso's gonna come out and Alonso's gonna be saying shit like, oh yeah, he's in my plans and that. But he's not in your plans, mate, because you're not playing him and you're putting Maston Suono, the brand new signing, at right winger. You know what I'm saying? So I think he wants to leave. You know my honest take, and I know we've got quite a few Arsenal fans in here. I'll tell you my honest take, right? Big up Martin for the raid, yeah. My honest take is I think that Rodrigo wants to join City, but if City can't get the deal done because they can't get rid of Savio or whatever, I think he might be open to going Arsenal.
I think he would choose City over Arsenal. However, I don't think he'll be looking at Arsenal's interest and going, oh, no, thank you. So I think he'd be happy with either, but I think he's obviously got a preference, right? Why do you need to get rid of Savio to bring him in? Could you bring him in anyway?
Well, we are stacked in that area of the pitch, man. I mean, you can. If you wanted to, you could just bring him in and then just fucking never play like Doku or whatever or Savio. But we've just got too many players in that area.
Who are the 2 you got on the right and the 2 you got on the left?
So at the moment, we've got, for most people, and I don't speak for everybody, but for a lot of people, Bobb is our starting right winger at the moment. Then you've got Foden who'll play right wing. You've also got Cherky who can play right wing. And then left wing, yeah. Oh, we've still got Savio as well. And then left wing, you've got Doku and Mamouche.
So we've got
we've got a lot of players, man. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I think, we can only really buy him if we get rid of someone. And I know we got rid of Jackie G, but Jackie G played 1,200 minutes last year, and Bobb will take them minutes anyway. So I think that's the situation. He's defo available. Yeah, Real Madrid are going to make it sound like he's not available because they're not going to want to be saying, oh yeah, he's available, because it weakens their negotiating position, doesn't it? If they say yeah, he's for sale, then you've got an easier way to get in. But I definitely think he wants out. I think it's just come to a natural end. Sometimes this happens, Pots. Players at clubs, sometimes they just come to a point where it's like they need a break. Do you know what I mean? For whatever reason. We've had it with Grealish. You know what I mean? Like last year, he probably should have gone last year, if we're being honest with ourselves. Didn't, stayed another year. Now he's gone. Sometimes players just come to that end and he's available. By all accounts, you can get him for like €100 million, which is 86 million quid.
That's a bargain, though. That's a
Well, I think
bargain.
that's a good price. And some people are saying that you can even get him for cheaper. Like you can get him for 90 million euro or 85 million euro, which I think is bid. And the thing is for me as well, is like something that I've been speaking about a lot is our record against the big teams, Potsy, since the treble year has declined big time. Big time. Yeah. In the last let me ask you a question. I don't know if you know the answer. In the last 2 years, yeah, how many games do you think we've won against the top 6? So how many games is this? So there's 5. So it's 5 home, 5 away. So it's 20 games against the traditional top 6. How many think City have won in the last 2 years?
20 games.
We won the title as well in one of them.
9, 10, 9,
6, bro.
6. Fucking hell.
We won 6 games since the treble year. We won 6 games out of the 20 against the top 6 sides. Yeah, last year we really struggled in the Champions League. We didn't even make the fucking knockouts. I don't know the last time we didn't make the knockouts. We got our asses handed to us by Real Madrid. The year before that, we got beat by Real Madrid. We actually played quite well. We actually probably should have won the game. But that's why I want Rodrigo, is because people keep going to me. Yeah, I've seen lots of City fans say, "Why do you want Rodrigo? His stats aren't even good. His stats aren't even good because he's a big game player." Yeah, he performs well in big games, man. I've seen him in a big game, and people then go, "Well, he didn't play well against Arsenal." Fucking hell! I can find you a game where Kevin De Bruyne didn't play well against a big side. I can find you a game where Messi didn't play, but he does play well against the big teams, and I don't think he's a player that gets scared, in the big moments in the big games. And that's what I'm looking for this year. Because to be honest, I think we'll beat a lot of the teams below us with the signings that we've made. But the big matches, the Emirates away, Anfield, where we always shit the bed, Bayern Munich, Barca, PSG. You need players.
The last time you beat us. I think the last time you beat us, was it the 4-1? Yeah, the 4-1 so, yeah. When we lost the title. Yeah, it was. Yeah, with Rob Holding at the back. Oh my God!
So that's why I want him, bro. I know that's why I want him, because it's like I say, I want a player that can perform on the big stages, and I think he can do that, man. Do you know what I mean? And it's not necessarily that I want rid of Savio, bro, because I like Savio. I think Savino's good. I think Savino's our second best winger at the football club. But if you're offering me Rodrigo, I'm taking fucking Rodrigo. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, bro, he's the one I want. He's the pipe dream for me. He's the dream ending to what's been a pretty all right window for Arsenal for once. And I think for me, Eze probably is coming in to be that guy. I'll be shocked and stunned if we did it, but I'd be pleasantly surprised. I mean, Andrea Berta would need a statue if we got him at the end. If we ended our window, we're getting rid of the likes of Zinchenko, Vieira, Lokonga, Nelson, Jesus, all the trash type thing, and we ended up bringing in Rodrigo. I'd be like, wow, I could kiss him, But I think realistically, if you have to sell somebody, then you're going to have to sell Savio for a fair price. I don't think Tottenham are giving you 60 or 70 million for him. I mean, what do you make of the player? Be real. I'm not too sure about him still. I think he looks... Yeah, I look at him and I think, cool, he looks all right. And I look at him again and I think, oh, did he play? I think he's very hit and miss at times. Would you think that's fair, or is that unfair?
Yeah, it's fair. And that's what you get from young players. He's 21. That's what you get from young players. You get volatile performances. That's why when you get a player in the 30s, they're just churning out early 30s and 29, whatever. A lot of the time, they just churn out mint performances every single game. You know what I mean? But when you're 21, you're not going to be consistent. Part of our problem is I think we play him on the wrong wing. He's a left winger. I'm absolutely certain he's a left winger. When I watched him at Girona, I did loads of Girona watch-alongs. Yeah, chat were there with me on More LB second channel. We were doing Girona watch-alongs when he was at Girona. Yeah, I was watching Girona because that year when they qualified for the Champions League, they were mega. Every time I watched him, played left wing, and he was fucking cooking.
How many goals did he get last season?
3.
Fucking hell.
Only got 1 in the league, man. But Pep's played him on the right-hand side. I think Pep wants him to be this inverted right winger, which he can be, but he needs to learn to be able to shoot. When he gets in front of goal, it's like he just delays. He's either too slow and he delays, or he just doesn't fucking put his foot through it. He's like, I don't know, man. It's almost as if you need to grab him and be like, next time you go on fucking goal, fucking bury it. You know what I'm saying? But again, you know, he's young and that, and yeah, you can improve that. Obviously, you can coach him and shit, but you know, at the same time, like, what about if he just doesn't get better? There's no guarantee he'll get better. Now,
He's
when he
better.
was
He's better than Doku, isn't he? He's better than Doku.
I think he's better than Doku, and one of the reasons I think he's better than Doku is because he can actually connect with Erling Haaland. Because for me, bro, when you've got Erling Haaland in the team, my belief, and again, this is just my opinion, yeah, Jeremy Doku, the goal says,
Love that, bro. Love that, bro.
Yeah, my opinion is when you've got Haaland in the team, who's on 500 grand a week and on a 10-year contract, I personally believe, and again, I don't speak for everyone else, I speak for myself, I think you should build the team around Haaland. Would you think that's a fair, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, well, Doku's got 1 assist to Haaland in 2 years. Savio got 6 last year alone. So clearly, Savio is a better player for Haaland than Doku is. That's just a fact. So that's why I think he's better. Now, Doku's got other traits, yeah, that are well better than Savio. But my thing is, I want to win the game. And to win the game, I need to score goals. And to score goals, I need Haaland to put the ball in the back of the net. And Savio's better than that. Because he's got 6 assists in 1 year. Doku's got 1 in 2 years. You get what I'm saying? But Doku's a good player. I just don't think Doku works with Haaland. I think the stats prove that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I'm just trying to think, because when I walked into this thinking, they'll just go for Rodrigo. But if you had to sell one, because I was thinking that you'd have maybe, because Savio plays right, you'd have Doku and then say Rodrigo on the left. Then add Savio and, I don't know, the young lad, Bobb, and then Cherky and Foden in the middle. Or you can have Bobb in the middle, wherever it will be. But if you're thinking you have to sell one, and it has to be Savio because obviously Spurs are showing an interest, it does make sense. But it's Tottenham, bro. Well, Tottenham will probably ask if you want Richarlison and 20 million. Do you know what I mean? This is Levy, bro. So I don't know, man. Like I don't know. Is that the last signing you think you'll get, or you're going to get Donnarumma?
Oh, bro, I don't know, man.
The goalkeeping situation, I don't have a clue what's going on at City. Like,
it's just weird, bro, because like we've been told for like the last 2 is it 2 weeks, maybe even 3 weeks? See, last 2 or 3 weeks, chat will probably know better than me. We've been told that like this Ederson deal to Galatasaray is basically all but done or whatever. And then like about 4 or 5 days ago, it came out that actually City and Galatasaray are well far apart on the fee. Now, Donnarumma apparently wants to join Manchester City. That's his priority. His priority is to join Manchester City. He wants to play for Pep, and that's his priority, right? But we're getting told different shit. Like, some people are saying City are waiting to sign Donnarumma before they'll authorize the sale of Ederson. Yeah, so it's like, it sounds like the Ederson deal is done, but until we get Donnarumma across the line, we ain't getting. So that sounds like pretty close. But then other people are saying, actually, the Donnarumma deal is done, but the Ederson deal's miles away. So again, it all just depends on who you fucking believe, man. It's like all these Turkish journalists are like giving us mad different information.
They're the worst, man. I find the Turkish journalists are the worst, bro. Like, we've had all of our players linked with Turkey, whether it be Trossard, Martinelli, whether it be Fabio Vieira, Jesus. All of these guys have been linked, man. And I'm just like, I ain't seeing it. Like, Donnarumma would be a world-class signing, man. I think he's ridiculous. Like, against us, bro, he was ridiculous, mate.
He was
like,
so good against you.
Yeah, man. We could have had
save to Odegaard, bro.
Oh, bro. The Trossard and Martinelli one in the first leg as well, man.
The Trossard left-footed one.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, that was a good save as well. I forgot about that one, you know. Right, that was actually a mint set. You know what? I might have to do some Donnarumma fucking like YouTube.
I've always rated him. Some people don't like him. I've always rated him. Do you know, I see him when he was AC Milan's goalkeeper. Must have been about 7 years ago. I don't know how old he is now, but he was about 20 when he was in goal. So it must be like mid-20s now. But he was like, it must have been like 18, 19 at AC Milan. He let one go through his hands. And I thought, blimey, who's this keeper? And then every time I saw him, I thought, oh, that's the guy who let him go through his hands. And every time I saw him, I'm like, he's bloody good. He's bloody good. Then he obviously went PSG, and I thought, I can see why. And I think he's been great. But I listen to some fans, and they're like, he's rubbish. He's a clown. He just lets it through his hands. He always drops the ball. And I'm like, he don't against us. He was bloody unbelievable against us. And I know that we didn't deserve to go through, but Martinelli should have scored. He saved it. Trossard should have scored. He saved it. Second leg, Odegaard, unbelievable shot. I wouldn't say he should have scored, but it was unbelievable. I thought it was in. and it's a world-class save. And he's a big lad to get down that quickly. I
Yeah.
think he's a brilliant. I think he'd be a great goalkeeper for you. Because
What did you make of
Trafford? That Trafford's all right, but he ain't going to be a number one. He's not Edison, is he? Let's just be real. Like, he ain't Donnarumma or Edison, is he? Trafford.
No. You can't put him in the same conversation as Donnarumma, who's won a treble, and Edison has won a treble.
Exactly.
And the last time he was in the Premier League, he was awful. He got dropped. I mean, he did play well against Wolves, and he made some decent saves. He actually had a really good game. But you know, it is a big risk. If City decided to make Trafford the number one for this season, it is a big risk. It could pay off. You know, he's apparently had a mint year last year and he did play really well against Wolves. But you know, my point on this is like, if we don't sign Donnarumma, say for example we sold Edison, right? Kept Ortega and we made Donnarumma. We made Trafford our number one, and we decided that we didn't want to sign Donnarumma, and then Trafford turns out to be dog shit. I just think all City fans would just be sitting there when we'd just be going, we could have signed a treble-winning goalkeeper, but instead we decided to run with a goalkeeper who last time was in the Premier League, got dropped for Muric. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like
you'll get him, man. I think you'll get Donnarumma. I think you must. Like, Edison.
What about the distribution thing? Because like this is a big talking point about his distribution.
I don't think. One, I don't think he's as shocking at it. I think they make it out to be like he's some Peter Crouch geezer who's like, you know, just lanky. Like, for me, he's brilliant. I think he's excellent, man. Like, 100% take him. I think he'd be excellent for you, man. I don't know how good he is at distribution. I don't know how great he is with his feet, but I don't think he's a clown. Like, Edison's one of the best, right? That's why you signed him. That's why for the last 7-8 years he's been one of the best, if not the best, right? Along with Alisson. But sometimes it's hard to replace that LB. Like, when you look at it, yeah, like, you're not going to find another Kevin De Bruyne, probably. You're not going to find another Vincent Kompany or another Yaya Toure. You might not find another Edison, but you got to go and get one that's world class. And I think Donnarumma, a treble winning, experienced now goalkeeper who's been brilliant for his country as well, by the way, I think would be a no-brainer. Or you go with Trafford, who I think is a massive risk. I'm not saying he's a shocking goalkeeper, but he certainly was 2 years ago. I know last year he was good, but it was the Championship. And apparently Burnley had the best defensive record last year, and all 4 of them have left since then. So I look at it now and I think, you know, I think you've got to go and get him, bruv, if I'm honest.
I agree. I think we've got to. I just think sometimes, yeah, like situations just arise and you've just got to get him. You know what I mean? And like at the end of the day, he's a treble winner. Yeah, I mean, and he wants to. And you know what it is about these two players, yeah, Rodrygo included. But both of these two players, right, for whatever reasons, are basically been told by their current clubs, nah. Now, some people see that as a negative and say, well, if they don't want him, I don't want him. Right, cool. But that means you're never buying a player from top elite clubs because otherwise they just wouldn't sell the player, right? For me, bro, the way that these two players have been treated by their current clubs, I think if they join City or whoever they join, I think they're going to want to prove a point.
100%.
So Donnarumma, yeah, he's just won the treble, yeah? All right, let's not say treble then, Staffy. You don't want to say treble. He's just won the Champions League and had a massive part to play in winning that Champions League. As Popsy said, his team got knocked out, yeah? And then he gets dropped and told he's not even in the squad. You know how much that must hurt.
Chevalier, who's a good goalkeeper, but literally unproven. He's good at Lille.
Unproven, bro.
Like, he's not proven, man.
Donnarumma comes to City. Donnarumma's going to be on it, man. In training, he's going to be fucking fired up because he's going to be... And Pep can go up to Donnarumma and say, listen, they fucked you over, man. Yeah, I mean, put some top performances in. Show Luis Enrique that he's made a mistake. And by the way, yeah, Chevalier, first game, bang, mistake. Yeah, so you tell Donnarumma, perform mint. Yeah, let the world know that he made a mistake. And then if that Chevalier, yeah, starts making errors for PSG, then he's going to look like a right idiot. And everyone's going to be looking at you thinking, yeah, you're the fucking guy, man. Yeah, and the same can be said to Rodrigo as well. Say, you come to City, start slamming it. Yeah, Mastantuono gets off to a slow start in Real Madrid, and everyone's going to be saying, why the fuck did we sell proven player? Yeah, and I like to have players like that at a football club, man. I like to have players who like have something to prove, who feel wronged, and you give them the platform to say, right, should Real Madrid have given you more respect? Should PSG have given you more respect? All right, and show them on a pitch. I'm going to put you in the best team in the league, yeah, like with the best manager in the league, and you go and show everybody that they were wrong to do what they did to you, or show them that they were right. Show them that they were right. You decide by your performances on the pitch, man. So I think it's good to have players like that, man. But yeah, going back to the Savio thing, I don't know. I just don't know whether Spurs are going to come back in because, you know, it sounds like City want a lot of money. There was there was a Brazilian source last night who said Spurs are going to come back in with one final bid of 80 million euros, which is like 71 million quid for Savio. I'd be very, very, very surprised if City rejected that. But I'd also be pretty surprised if they paid it. You know what I mean? I'd be surprised if they pay that. So
I think to be honest, yeah, Spurs can't fail again. So they might have to. Like, because they can't drop. They're linked with Morgan Rogers today. They ain't going to get him, like, from Villa. Let's be real.
That's why I think they might. That's why I'm thinking they might just not come back in for him, bro. Because if they come back in for him and City reject the bid and then they walk away, their fans are going to go sick. Because as well, bro, imagine Spurs bid like, I don't know, 70 million euros, which is like 61 million pound. Right? And City say, we want 70 million pound. We need 9 million pound more. And we can even take it in add-ons. And Spurs walk away. City can get mad clever then, because City don't like Spurs because just Levy. City don't like Levy because what he did with Harry Kane and they order 115. So Spurs bid 70. Yeah. City say we need another 9. Spurs say we're walking away. City can then just put it out in the press. You know, all the Spurs press. They can start contacting all the Spurs journalists and say, yo, we almost had a deal done. It was 5 million.
Yeah, man.
And they walked away. Get that out on fucking Twitter, on the Spurs socials, and their fan base will be uproar. Savio will be doing fucking 5-hour emergency streams, bro, saying, we walked away over 5 mil. So that's why I either think Spurs come in and bid and it gets done, or they just don't bid at all. I don't see a world in which they bid and walk away, because then they'll just get rinsed. But I just don't actually know whether they're going to bid. I don't know, man. Because like I say, they're going to have to overpay. Yeah, Spurs are paying 69 million. Yeah, you look. The thing is, it's not that much. I think. How much do you value Savio at? 21. I mean, he's got 5. He's got 4 years left on his contract. He got 13 assists in a shit City team last year, bro. I know he only scored 1 goal, but he did get 13 assists. What do you reckon?
I mean, in this market, he's probably like 55. If bloody Madueke is 52 or whatever the hell he was. I know he's English, I suppose. So it's going to be more, but yeah, I would say like 50-55 is fair. I wouldn't say that's a disgrace if they was to bid that. If you're going 70, I think that's a bit much. I mean, crikey, what wingers are going for 70 nowadays? They've got to be pretty decent. I mean, Kvaratskhelia went for that, didn't he? Or not even that.
I think he went for less than that, bro. I think he went for 65 million euro.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
How the fuck none of our clubs in the Premier League was on that?
You know what, man? Like, everyone has to hold the L. Like Arsenal, City, Liverpool, everyone has to hold the L. We're all going for left wingers now, and look at that one. That was one that just got away. That was the one I wanted, man, big time. I was screaming.
I wanted him big time. I think he's another pet player. You know what I mean? He was like the Grealish replacement. You know what I mean? He would have been
quality at City, man. Quality at City. But yeah. Do you know what? We haven't mentioned it yet. This Rodrygo thing. If Liverpool don't get Isak, I bet they come in for him as well, man.
Well, they've been linked with him today, you know.
Because this Isak stuff is stinky, yeah. They've got Ekatike, but obviously nobody else. If they get Rodrigo and Gakpo and obviously Salah and this new Rio kid, then they've obviously got enough to then go, not have to worry about Isak. So they'll have Ekatike up front, Gakpo back him up, Salah in this new lad, and then obviously you've got Gakpo and Rodrigo on the left as well. Like, I swear, man. If he don't come Arsenal, I hope he bloody stays in Madrid. That's what I'll say.
I know. No, I hear it, man. I see. They're saying that Liverpool apparently met with Rodrigo's agents to work out like how much he'd be demanding on the wages and that. And the thing is, as well, like we know Liverpool have got the cash there because they bid for Isak, innit? So we know that is available. If they get him. Rodrigo, Ekatike, and Salah with Wirtz in behind. That is heavy. But then again, if Arsenal get him, Rodrigo, Gyökeres, Saka, that's mega. Do you know what I mean? If City get him, fucking we could have whatever. Like, you know, we've got quite a few, man. Yeah. Marmoush, Rodrigo, Cherky, Haaland. Apparently, the agent requested the meeting, LB, not the club. Yeah, I know, but
So
it's still.
that was that Indicalilia guy. I don't know how reliable he is. He was the one
Well,
saying, 'cause he said he flew out to meet with Arsenal and Liverpool. That's what I
mm,
saw last night. But a lot of people are saying it's right. And then about 2 hours later, Saudi Arabia put in a bid for Martinelli, and then they're going, "Oh my God, Martinelli's going to go, and we're going to get Rodrigo with the money from Martinelli." So there's loads of shit rumors at every club, bro. Every club.
yeah, but we know he's available because he ain't playing. Do you know what I'm saying? He ain't playing, man. Let me do these chats. Big up, Gaz. Yo, big up to you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for being a member. Appreciate it. Big up, Gaz, man. Big up, Amar as well. Says Viana's trying to sell a micro for Ferrari money. Older Savio thing. A micro. Fucking hell, man. Nah. Yeah, a micro, bro. He's at least, what is he? He's like a Ford Focus ST, bro.
ST. Yeah. I was going to say that. I was actually going to say that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a Ford Focus ST, man.
That what's his name? I was watching City's game. I thought you were quality, by the way, against Wolves. I thought Reijnders was just. Told you about this guy, man. He's a serious baller, bro. I watched him last year, and I thought that's the one I want him as my 8. And yeah, when you were linked with him, I was crying, mate. He's so good. But me and my brother-in-law, we're getting on it when we were. I was away at the weekend. We're getting on it, watching the football, watching Man City. And he goes to me, "Who's number?" And he gave he's got shit eyesight. My brother-in-law. He's like, "Who's number 83 for Man City?" As I just come back from the toilet, and I thought he was joking. I was like, "There's not a number 83, bro. Is it 83? Oscar Bobb? Is that his number?"
I have no idea what his number is.
No, he's got a long number. The chat will tell you. He's got a big number. So I thought he was chatting. He's talking rubbish. He's only just kicked off, by the way. And I sat down and he pointed at him anyway. And I said, "Yeah, it is. It's like 52. There we go. Sorry, or 53. One of them, right? One of them. 52. There we go." Anyway, I looked at him, bro. He's a baller, isn't he? He's a quality player. That Oscar
Bro, I've been
Bobb,
telling about this guy, bro. I've been telling the chat. Yeah, I was having debates with the chat last week because I said he's our best. This was before the game. I said he's our best winger. At the club. I think he's better than Savio and he's better than Doku. Yeah, I was having debates, panel shows. Chat was saying it. Chat was saying, "How can you say he's the best winger when he's only played 900 minutes?" I say because I've seen him, and I know
he's class,
in that 900 minutes, I've seen enough to know he's our best, bro. He's got everything he needs to go to the very top of this game, mate. Yeah, he can take a man on. He's mad skillful. Yeah, check this goal, bro. Yeah, I always play this goal, man. I know it's training, right? It's a bit of a glaze.
Come on. Stay. Yeah, we're done. What a goal!
That's Colo Torre, by the way, in the background. Going, "Oh, what a goal!" Yeah, Colo, what a guy, man.
Colo.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's mad. He's mad dribble. He's got mad dribbling technique. Yeah, and you know what he'll get? He'll get your output as well because he loves a shot. Look, I mean, look at fucking. That's the difference. You see that finish then? Yeah, when he got the ball, there's that foot then. He fucking banged it in the top bins, didn't he? No fucking about in front of goal. Like try to do. He just got that. He was in front of goal. Yeah, set himself up, and then with confidence, clean strike through the ball with power. The rest is history. The ball's in the back of the net, and that's what I'm saying. So he'll get you goals. He'll get you assists. Yeah, I mean, look at that goal he scored against Newcastle 2 years ago, bro.
That was unreal.
Yeah, that's one of his first games.
Last minute.
Yeah, last minute goal, man. Obviously popped off, bro. He's
Kevin De Bruyne. That ball though was class from Kevin De Bruyne. That was sick,
Kevin De Bruyne come off the bench that day, got an assist and a goal.
That was sick. That was. But yeah, no, listen, I think he's a baller. I looked at him. I've not really seen much because he broke his leg, didn't he, or something last year?
Yeah, he broke his leg last year. And he was going to be our starting right winger last year.
Yeah, well, maybe it will be this. He was excellent. I thought he was really good. I thought him and Rico Lewis, because him and Rico Lewis got mad numbers on their back, hadn't they? Like proper long numbers. And I was like, and we were getting them mixed up because they looked from afar. We both had a few Guinness as well. So we were like, wait, which one is this? Because Rico Lewis was all right as well. So I was like, hang on a minute, who's playing what? But yeah, I think Oscar Bobb, he's going to be a good player, man. He really is. But that Reijnders is so good, man.
Well, Reijnders is a quality player. He's not a project player. He's not a player that City fans have to wait 2 years for or 3 years for. Yeah. He's a player that is just ready. He's in his prime. He's 26 years old, right? And he's midfielder of the year in Serie A. And it only takes a few games to watch this guy and you know he's a fucking baller. I was doing AC Milan scout along because we were linked with him back end of the season. And I was doing AC Milan watch alongs and it was just so obvious. I was like, this guy's going to ball out, man. Yeah, he's got everything you need for a midfielder. He can carry the ball. His passing's mega. He scores. He assists. He gets stuck in. He can run up and down all day. Yeah, he's fucking mint, mate. He mint.
I watched the game of him in Serie A last year, really early plus. October time. I was watching Serie A, and I've no idea why. I don't ever watch Serie A. And I watched it and I thought, who the hell is that? Now, I didn't look at the name. I didn't look at the number. I didn't really look much at what he looked like. I just saw him on the ball and I thought, you are quality, whoever you are. Anyway, I was watching Saturday Social that weekend, and that, you know, that stunt pig, she was on. And she's talking about what players to watch in Europe, because she watches quite a lot of European football, doesn't she? And she mentioned Shiny Reijnders, right? And I didn't put two and two together. I didn't know much. So I started to look, at the player she was mentioning. And I looked at him and I went, that's that player from AC Milan. So I started to watch a few little snippets, like highlights of him, because I thought he's going to be one to watch him. And I was telling everybody, because everyone in the Arsenal fan base was saying, we need Morgan Rogers, or we need Eze, or we need... and I said, I'd go for Reijnders. They're like, who? I said, well, trust me, you go and watch him. And then they're like, I don't want him. I've never heard of him. I want proven, Premier League proven. I said, trust me, man, you'll want him when you go and see him. Next minute, you were linked with him. And my mate texted me, he went, City are getting that boy you like. I went, who? I said, Reijnders. I said, you're joking, yeah? I said, yeah, no, he's getting him. I thought, oh, nah. And you signed him. And I just kept telling you, watch him, mate, you'll like him. And I kept saying to you in pre-season, watch him, you'll like him. And I thought he was your best player of the weekend. I thought he was ridiculously good, man.
Oh, he was fucking mega. You know what I liked about him as well, right? Because that first 20 minutes, I don't know how much you remember because you've done the beers, but the first 20 minutes, it was actually pretty dead. He was getting tackled.
I don't remember that bit.
He was getting tackled. He was running into players, right? But what it was, bro, is it was his first game in the Premier League. Now, obviously, in Italy, everything's a little bit slower. In Italy, he's probably got that extra bit of time. In the Premier League, that first 20 minutes, he was getting pressed. He was losing the ball. He was driving into people. And then after about 20 minutes, bro, bang, he just started picking everything up a little bit in pace. Yeah? Passed the ball a bit quicker. Released the ball a bit quicker. Got on the ball and turned quicker rather than just letting the ball arrive to him and wait. And then he was just fucking insane for the rest of the game. And I think, that he was just chilling a little bit. And then after 20 minutes, I reckon he just thought, let me just up the pace here because I'm getting real. And then bang, the rest was history. They fucking dominated the rest of the game. It was absolutely incredible. And that's what I like about him, because if he's able mentally to switch his pace, then that means he can dictate games. He can slow games down when we need games to slow down. He can speed it up when it needs to be. You know, because some players, bro, you've watched football a long time, yeah? Some players, they just go at fucking one speed, don't they? Like, some players are just fucking slow, and some players are just 100 mile an hour, which is good, but sometimes you're like, fucking chill. Do you know what I mean? Just fucking chill out. You get what I'm saying? What's this, bro? You sent me?
This is this Indy Callier guy that everyone's talking about now in the chat.
Oh. Rodrigo has accepted he does not have a future under Xabi Alonso. He's asked to leave Real Madrid. President Florentino Perez selling the summer. I mean, I kind of knew that anyway based off of the minutes, but I don't know. Are we taking this guy serious, bro? You know what's mad,
I don't know.
bro? I was on a couch before and I was reading, someone's done an article. Some journalist has done an article. He spoke to the geezer. He rang him up and spoke to him on the phone. And like investigating him, because people are saying that he's actually legit, right? And in this article, because obviously David Ornstein quoted him, didn't he? He was like, "Oh, this guy got the legit news." And this journalist in this article, has basically said over the last 6 months, this guy's actually been getting pure shit, right?
That's what I heard.
I just don't know, man. I just don't know.
It has been. I think this guy has actually been pretty reliable in certain things, but then there's been other stuff that he hasn't, man. So I don't know. It's very difficult, man. It's very hard, man. If you're lying, I'm never ordering KFC again. Somebody's put, okay, you're getting a post now. It's gone out of hand.
No, it's mad, bro.
What the hell, man? Some of these are mad.
He's obviously available. I mean, you fucking know. You don't have to be rocket scientist to know that he's available. I mean, he's fucking hardly playing for him. Yeah. He didn't get off the bench off soon. Of course he's available, yeah? But the problem that he's got is, because people are going, well, why has he not said that he's going to leave? Why has it not come out? Why? Come on, man. Use your brains, yeah? There's only a select few clubs that Rodrigo is going to leave Real Madrid for. He's not going to go to, like, Bayer Leverkusen. He's not going to go to Tottenham, yeah? He's just not. The only clubs he's going to join is Bayern, PSG, Barca, which isn't going to happen, and then probably City, Arsenal, and Liverpool.
I think there's only three, bro. I think the only three are the three Prem clubs, because Bayern Munich have gone all out for Luis Diaz, and they've.
Still got... I would just say like.
Sorry, in general. In general. Sorry, no, in general.
Then if you actually deep it, he's not going to go PSG because they've already got wingers. They don't need him. He's not going to go Bayern.
Same as
Yeah,
Barcelona
they
and Bayern.
don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
So there's only 3 teams that he's going to go to,
I agree.
right? Arsenal, are they interested? I mean, there's been a few links here or there, but obviously they've just now gone and splashed out another 65 million on Eze. Do they have the finances to do that? I have no idea. Yeah, Liverpool, we know have the finances because they've just bid for Isak, but Gakpo's been doing well, but they could potentially upgrade. City sounds like City want him, but we ain't going to get him unless we sell a player. So people saying, well, why is he not coming out saying he wants to leave? Why? Because if no one bids for him, he's then stuck at Real Madrid with that fan base, yeah, knowing that he wanted to leave. And he's fucked. So he can't. He's just got to sit there and say nothing. And then if he leaves, he leaves. If he doesn't, he'll just have to stay and fight for his position. But that's why he's not come out and said he wants to leave properly. Yeah. Sunderland have been linked to Rodrigo. Here we go soon. Yeah, they're actually making some decent signings, to be fair to him.
Yeah,
But,
they are, man.
That's why, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why he's not said anything. But fucking hell, use your brain. He's not playing for him. He's probably on 400 grand a week or whatever. Yeah, and the guy's not playing. So yeah, that's what's going on there, man. We'll see, man. I think obviously City play what's it called? Spurs on Saturday. So I reckon after that game, the Savio thing will probably pick up again. Because City don't want to sell Savio to Spurs a fucking couple of days before we play him, right? He would definitely score against us. So I reckon that's probably what's happened, man. After the Spurs game, I reckon maybe another bid comes in. The bid comes in, he gets sold, City get Rodrigo. If we don't sell Savio, does he go Liverpool? Are Arsenal going to go in for him? I don't know. But
I think Arsenal and Liverpool and City should all go for him anyway, man. I think you should. And even if you go for him, I think you should just go and say, right, now we just try and sell someone last minute because you want to get Rodrigo, man. You don't want to end up with like, oh yeah, we ended up keeping Savio and Doku because we didn't really go for Rodrigo because we wanted to sell one of these. Just get rid of one of them, man. Like you can go and get Rodrigo, man. Do you know what I mean? City usually just like all over this. So Liverpool as well, I still wouldn't rule them out because we know they've got money and I don't know what's going on with Isak. And with Arsenal, I mean, we've been linked with Rodrigo the whole summer. Like, Berta's the guy, he's Berta's guy. He's the one he wants as the marquee. He's the Ozil or Alexis Sanchez type signing that he wants. Because let's be real, Declan Rice and Eze, they're not Ozil or Sanchez signings. I know some people are saying they were, but they're not. You ain't going to take a Real Madrid winger and like a playmaker and the winger of Barcelona, have you? Do you know what I mean? Like, you're going to got 2 players from Palace and West Ham. Like, let's be honest, they're nice clubs, but they're your London rivals, but they ain't really your rivals, you know. When they're here in London, Arsenal and Chelsea really, innit? So yeah, I think if we was to go all out and lump money on Rodrigo, I'd be amazed if I'm honest, but I'll be shocked. In fact,
you need him, not even just because he's a good player. You need winners in your team, bro.
Yeah, facts, bro.
Like, you go through your team and like how many players have actually won stuff, and then even there's players that have won stuff, they probably won like 1 trophy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you look at Liverpool, Salah, look at all the shit he's won. Van Dijk, look at all the shit he's won. I know they've won it at Liverpool, but they're now winners. Look at City. Yeah, look at Diaz, 4 Premier League titles, Foden, 6 Premier League titles, Champions League. Like, you need winners, man, because like when you get in those pressure scenarios, you need players that know how to deal with it, man. So
I spoke to Cecil today, right? Cecil was at
yeah.
He's at the PFA, wasn't he? It says he did the PFA awards, and he met Virgil van Dijk and Salah. He was chatting to them both, right? And he said to Salah, he said, "Oh, you're unbelievable. Like, as an Arsenal fan, would you mind slowing down for us so he give us a chance, sort of thing?" And he said, "Oh, I think your favourites to win the league this year. You've been together for 5 years."
No way.
And I was just like, man, he's obviously joking, isn't he? He's clearly don't believe that. He's putting pressure on us. But
Did you see my Arsenal video?
What one?
I did an Arsenal video, man, which
maybe, I don't know. I've watched some of your content, but not all of it. So what was it? The Tony Adams one?
No, it was 1 sec, I'll show you now. It was this. Oh, I can't. How the fuck do I even show you?
You'll share screen.
Yeah, this one here. Sorry, Arsenal winning nothing again. Did you see that one?
I didn't see it, bro. No. What is this one?
Well, that was before the Eze signing, bro. But this was after the...
When was this? Yesterday? When was this?
No,
yesterday?
This was after the United game.
Ah, okay. That makes sense. I thought you were terrible. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, no. It was rage baiting video. No, it was confirmation. It was confirmation because what I've seen
I've
against.
said we might win a domestic cup. We ain't winning the league or the Champions League. No
I
way.
don't see you winning. I think your best chance for a major is the champs. I think you're well more suited to knockout football because you're so defensive and you're so like stable and boring that like you can shithouse 0-0s at like big European grounds. Whereas in the Premier League, like you've got to win. And I don't think you've got the firepower up top to get you across the line in all the games. I think this season you'll probably get like quite a few 0-0s or 1-1s type thing. But Champions League.
Can I ask you on that though, right? Because you
Yeah.
said we'll get quite a few draws and stuff like we did last
Yeah.
year. Do you think that's because our attack's shite, or do you think it's because the manager isn't very good at getting attacked?
I think your midfield's unbalanced. I've said that before you even kicked a ball.
Yeah.
I think on paper everyone looks at Odegaard, Zubimendi, and Rice and goes, "Wow, what a midfield." Actually, I think defensively it's very stable because you got Rice and fucking Zubimendi in there. That's mega. But going forward, chance creation. Well, we all know Odegaard doesn't create that many chances, and Declan Rice doesn't create that many chances. So that's what I'm saying. I think it's unbalanced. And then I look at your left wing option dead. Now, if you play Eze there, that is an improvement. And then Gyökeres, who knows what we're going to get from him? I rate Gyökeres. You know I do. I think he'll be good. Will he be good straight away this season? I don't know. But I just look at it and go, I still think you're heavily reliant on Saka. So I don't think you've got the firepower. Now, I don't rate your manager, but I don't think you've got the firepower up top. But Champions League, yeah, you need to have good defense. Yeah, I've said to chat, is it any surprise the 1 year City win the Champions League? It's the year that we've had our best ever defense.
Yeah.
That's the best defense we've ever had in the Champions League. Ake, Diaz, Stones, Walker, Akanji at fullback. It was the most defensive defense we've ever had. Yeah, we didn't have anyone bombing down the wings. Yeah, the only thing we had was John Stones going into midfield. But from a defensive point of view, it was solid. And I think, that's your best opportunities to win the Champions League. I just think over the course of a 38-game season, you'll drop too many points because your attack won't get you out of it. Now, will that change with Gyökeres?
And Eze?
Potentially. If Gyökeres slams it, because the people tell me, Gyökeres ain't going to do well. But Gyökeres scored 50 fucking goals last year, man. I just don't. When people say Gyökeres ain't going to work, I just don't see how he doesn't. So maybe Gyökeres changes my opinion, but I don't know. I still think you're better suited for the Champions League because you're just so dry. I'm not even saying that in like.
I agree with the Champions League.
That suits Champions League football.
I agree with the Champions League thing. So personally, I don't think we will win either of those because I don't think the manager's good enough, right? And this is my big thing. Havertz, I don't like Havertz, by the way, but Havertz got 14 goals, right, when he was fit. Last season, I think he got 9 and obviously missed the rest of the season. You got Eze for Palace for the last 3 years. He's got double figures. Saka gets double figures every year. Eze gets double figures every year. Rice, I think, got 7 or 8 goals in that kind of push forward role. Odegaard, we saw him get 15 goals a couple of seasons ago. Last year, got injured. So they can score goals. I don't think the problem is these guys are shit in front of goal. I think it is a style thing. Because we saw in 22-23, mate, we went 8 points clear and we were blistering. We were absolutely scintillating.
I know. You played mega
and
football.
That was Mikel Arteta, bro. That was Mikel Arteta. So why has this guy changed us to be this possession-based, boring, insomnia-curing football, which everyone literally is
PTSD,
bored of, mate? Against Man United, though, I mean, everyone's getting a bit too excited at Man United, by the way, because I didn't think they were that great.
However, thank you, bro. I thought they were fucking shit.
I didn't think they were that great. I thought they were better, but they weren't unbelievable.
Bro, everyone was glazing them, bro, saying Arsenal were lucky to win. I was like, hang on a minute. Yeah, David Raya had to make, 2 saves in the whole game?
Yeah, I know, it's bizarre, bro. They're the goalkeeper that threw it in the net, and they said, that was why they won the game. I mean, like, they did nothing, Man United, really. I mean, Raya made a world-class save from Cunha. That was it. I didn't particularly think Cunha was outstanding. I didn't think Brian Mbeumo was outstanding either. I thought they were good. That was it. So I don't know. But anyway,
the Cunha glaze was.
We were poor.
Strange.
Yeah, we were. Their best. Anyway, I don't think I thought they were better, and I thought they actually played in a system for the first time under Amorim, but they weren't like wow. But neither were we, mate. We were poor, really poor. Like our best player was Raya, and like Ben White had a all right game. That was it. The rest of them questionable. Defensively, we were poor. In midfield, Zubimendi was sick, but he played, and you could tell he was sick. He should have stayed at home. Didn't think he was great. Rice was an absolute shocker, and Saka was bad, bro, really bad. Martinelli, invisible again, another performance. Madueke come in and got skinned by Diallo. Havertz come on, he's now injured. And Gyökeres looked like another donkey up there because of the way we're playing. It's just the way we don't feed him at all. You know, if we don't give him the ball, he ain't going to score, is he? Do you know what I mean? So
just get him in the box, man. You know what I mean? Don't fuck about with the build-up play and shit. It's like, get him in the box like Haaland, man. Just get him in the box. That's what they do. Yeah, he scored 50 goals last year, so he knows where the back of the net is. Yeah. So ask him to start running channels and dropping deep. Yeah, well, when I hear these pundits on TV saying, well, Haaland's touch, he needs to get better at touch, or he needs to start linking up the play better. I'm like, how about you shut the fuck up, mate?
Yeah, man.
He scored 50 fucking goals 2 seasons ago and won us the treble. That's what he is. He's a goal scorer. I said, if City wanted someone to do that, they should have bought Harry Kane. They didn't. They bought Haaland. And that's what he does. He's not the best footballer in the world, and he never will be. But he's fucking one of the best finishers we've ever seen. Do you know, Potsy? Yeah? Let me, before you start out there, I probably told you because I tell everyone. The top 50, and then we'll wrap up, yeah. The top 50 goal scorers in Champions League history, yeah? The top 50 goal scorers in Champions League history. So I'm talking your Messis, Ronaldos, your Rooney's, your Zlatans, the ballers, top 50 in Champions League history, right? You've got to understand the names. There's only one player on the entire list in the 50 that has a Champions League goal ratio, 90 minutes, of 1 goal per 90 minutes or more. One. Haaland. Messi doesn't have it. Ronaldo doesn't have it. Rooney doesn't have it. Zlatan doesn't have it. Aguero doesn't have it. Suarez doesn't have it. Nobody. Only one, Haaland. And before anyone says, well, that's because he plays for City. Funny enough, his worst record is at City. He had a better record at fucking Dortmund and Salzburg. Yeah, I think he's on like 0.98 or something at City. That's his like record. But like, so the point is, don't ask him to do that, man. People try to overcomplicate everything. Yeah? Don't ask it. Just get him in the box, yeah, and create chances. And this is why, when I do my player ratings, bro, for Haaland, it's very, very simple. If we didn't create him chances, I ain't blaming Haaland. Unless he's been like a lazy fucker, yeah? I ain't blaming him. Because it's not his fault, yeah? And people say he needs to do more. No. We need to create him chances. If we create him chances and he scores, tick. If we create him chances and he misses, down. It's very simple. It's the easiest player to rate. Score goals, mint. Don't create him chances. And that's one of the problems we had last year, is we would do player ratings, yeah? And there were so many player ratings I did last year when he had 0 shots in the entire game. And that's then a problem, because then you're playing with 10 men, because he doesn't offer you much else. But that's up for the manager to find out a way to create chances.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm worried that we might get a few games like that. And I'm looking at the manager to say, how are we going to get creativity into this game then? How are we going to get balls into the box? How are we going to leave him in there? Why are we dropping him deep? Why are we putting him on left? Put him in the box and hit him. That's what we got to do. Because Saka can do that. But you're right. We over-rely on Saka. I think Eze will give us a little bit more, because obviously he's good on beating a low block and he's quite good at shooting outside the box. And there was some stat that Gal told me earlier. I was on with Gal, and he loves stats, doesn't he? It was something like, for every 100 touches, the only 5 players that have either, with those 100 touches, it has led to a shot or an assist. The 5 are Salah, Palmer, Saka, Eze, Madueke. So we've got 3 out of the 5 now at Arsenal that when they touch the ball 100 times, they shoot or they assist. Now, doesn't mean they score every time, but they at least have a shot. So I said, my reply was, do they score from those shots? Obviously, Salah and Palmer do. I don't know. And Saka does. I don't know. Eze, to be fair, does. I think he's the second most goals from outside the box, Eze, in the Premier League. So he obviously likes to have a dig and he's good at it. Madueke, not sure. The only thing I'll say about Madueke is I'm quite glad now that that's a squad player and not a starter, because I was worried that he was going to be our left winger. Obviously, he's not going to be now. What do you make of Arsenal's window quickly? What do you make of it?
So you got Zubimendi, Gyökeres, Eze, and then that Norgard. Is that right?
Madueke, Kepa, and Mosquera. Got 7 players now.
I think it's all right, but I still think you need that big signing.
Like
Rodrigo. If you got Rodrigo, I'd be sitting here saying there's literally 0 excuses, yeah, to win the Premier League. Now, this manager still needs to find a way of winning shit. You know, we've won titles with no striker. We've won titles with no left back. We've won titles with bad situations happening. But like, I just feel that you're so close to having like a completed squad. Like, just go and get. Just that's
we
what I'm
spent
saying.
270, haven't we? 270 million. So it's not like we ain't spent money.
I get it. Yeah.
You're right. I want Rodrigo to complete it. A lot of people are saying we're done. Gal's happy. He's given it a 9 out of 10 already, but that's it, Gal. Like, for me, I think Rodrigo, you need to look at that and say that would make it an 8 or a 9 for me.
I think if you got a Rodrigo, it'd be a 10.
Yeah, it'd be a sick window. And then again, that's the thing. And again, you're looking at the manager to go over to you, mate, because you've got the tools
and
now.
then if he doesn't win anything, then he's got to go, innit?
Yeah, of course.
I think this is the year, bro. I think this is the year that Arsenal fans turn on him. If you go through a bit of a dodgy period, early in the season or midway through the season, you start to drop off from the title. I think Arsenal fans will turn, man, because I think even the most like what they call top gooners. I think even the most top gooners will just won't be able to defend it anymore. You get what I'm saying? And I think they could turn, man. But let's see what he does, man. But I think you've had a decent window, and it's a good enough window to win your FA Cup, Carabao Cup. You'll have a good run in the Champions League. Will you have enough to win it? Will you have enough to win the Prem? I think you have enough if you have a good manager. I don't think you've got a good manager. That's why I think you need that extra fucking, stardust in Rodrigo. But we'll see what happens, man. Anyway, listen, we'll get out of here, boys. I'm not doing another 3-hour stream tonight. Yeah, we'll save that. We might do that tomorrow or Saturday night or something after the Spurs game. Yeah, I'm not doing 3-hour streams every single night.
Beating Spurs, right? Beating Spurs.
Yeah, I think we've got to beat Spurs, man. We've got to beat Spurs to get a little bit of confidence into the fan base, because we're very fragile. Because after what happened last year, I think a lot of people are very nervous. Like, we played against Juventus in the Club World Cup and played really well. Everyone's getting gassed, and then we fucking drop a stinker against Al Hilal in the second half, and it's all like, fuck, like, that's shit. Then we played well against Wolves. I thought that was one of our better performances in the last 12 months against Wolves. I've seen real signs. But then if we go and get fucking slapped up off Spurs, it'll be just like...
You always fucking do shit against Spurs, man, all the time. What is it about
what Spurs are like, man? They treat these games as like the cup finals, don't they?
Awful, man.
Get what I'm saying? I don't know what it is, man. Like,
I think you'll beat them, man. They're a hard team to beat, those Spurs, this year. They will be. I know we've been bantering them for 24 hours, but Thomas Frank will make them hard to beat, man. It won't be an easy game. I'll go 2-1 City, man. 2-1 City.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go for like a 2-1, 3-2. I think we'll win. I think we'll concede. But I just want to win the game and have a bit of confidence. Because if we win the game, bro, I'll be confident, and I'll be like, you know what, City are fucking back. You know what I'm saying? But at the moment, I'm a bit nervous because of last year and shit. But anyway, let's see what happens, man. Smash these likes up, guys. Before you go, do me a favor. There's still 900 people in the building. Hit the like button down below. It doesn't cost you a penny, and it massive helps support the channel. Make sure you guys are subbed up as well. Make sure you guys are subbed up to Dan's channel. 12 man. I'm on his show every Monday night. I don't know what you're doing this Monday, because I'll be doing a watch along. Are you able to do an earlier stream or something? Or
we'll try to do something. Yeah. Oh, it's Liverpool. We'll do it earlier, man. We'll do it before, man. Yeah. We'll do it 7. Man. Yeah.
That's gonna be a fucking cracker.
That's gonna be mental. That's gonna be mad frosty, that atmosphere, bro.
I know.
Yeah, we'll do like a 6:30, 7 o'clock stream or something, man. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's sick, isn't it, when you're like watching another team player, like you're proper into it. Like, because when you watch your own team play, you're nervous, aren't you?
Yeah,
well, you know, when there's like a mint game on,
they're so good, man. Yeah,
yeah. When there's like a sick game on, and you can just sit back, and it's early in the season, so I'm not really that arsed. Like, normally, I'd be dying for Newcastle to win, and I do want Newcastle to win because of the situation, but I can just sit back and just chill and relax. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Now, pick up everyone, man. Smash these likes up on the way out, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace out, boys.